Yes guys, I'm back with another one, and today I'm going to be bringing you a really simple strategy. Works on all time frames, and it's called the 10 EMA strategy. If people are struggling with the trading, this strategy is mechanical. It's so easy to use. You know, you don't need to be the best trader in the world to use this strategy. It's just using simple things to take trades, to make profits. It's so easy to use. So yeah, let's get straight into it, guys. So, like I was saying, this strategy is the 10 EMA strategy. It's so easy to use. It can be used on all time frames. It doesn't matter. But it's so mechanical that you don't even need to complicate the trading. You can just look at the charts, practice. As they say, practice makes perfect with any strategy. But let's get into it and show you what I mean. So I'm on BTC at the minute, and I'm on the 3-minute chart. Okay? So you can see I'm on this 3-minute chart here. And what you've got is, you've got the 10 EMA. This is the 10 EMA. Ignore that EMA. That's the 200 EMA. But this is the 10 EMA in yellow. Okay? You know, I've shown you this indicator before. It's just the... I'll show you. It's the DIY Custom Strategy Builder. I think James has got an indicator that's very similar that you can use. But I just use this one just for this strategy. So what you're doing is, you're watching the 10 EMA and you're waiting for, in a bearish scenario, you're waiting for a bullish candle to close below the 10 EMA, i.e. this candle here. So that close below, and then your trigger is a bearish candle closing below that bullish candle. So as you can see here, this here was a trigger. I'll take you back to the original stop, which was there. That was the original stop. It was a 1 to 2 R. So what we're waiting for is, we're waiting for this to trigger. We're not just entering on that candle there. We are entering, we're going to have a trigger set below that bullish candle there. We was triggered in here. So then we're watching it play out. We did have a massive move down. So don't get me wrong, you can take partials if you want. I'm not saying you don't have to, because you can take partials. But we've watched and we're waiting. So once, before even here, a lot of people, once that has come down here, a lot of people would have moved the stops to break even. You stopped out already. What I would do is I would wait to see the candles moving the way they're moving at the minute. So after the candles have moved so much, just like this, once that pushes down again, so you had a few candles moving, you're then going to move your stop just below there. Look at how much that increases your risk to reward, which is very good. So you're moving it, your entry was there, you're moving it just above a strong bear candle that previously dropped, which is this one here, which was your entry candle. So you've moved your stop there now. So what you're looking at is, at the minute, because we've got another strong bear candle here, I would then move my stop a little bit lower. If you have taken partials here, you're still going to be up. So I'm just watching and waiting. My full TP is down at this area here, but look at how much your risk to reward keeps increasing. So like I say, if you want to take your partials here, that's not a problem. As we can see at the minute, we seem to be creating a strong band here on this trade. So then, same with a bull scenario. So what we're waiting for in a bull scenario is we're waiting for the bullish candle to close above. We're then waiting for a bear candle to close above the 10 EMA at the same time, which is here. And then say you are going to go for a long. Let me just, I don't really want to move that too much. See if I can move it straight. I'm just going to move that across there for 1 second to try and keep that in. So say you've got this here, you've got a strong bull candle closing above the 10 EMA. You've then had a bear candle closing above the 10 EMA. Your trigger in that trade, so there to there, your trigger is above that bear candle. Your stops would be below here. You would be targeting out a 1 to 2 again. So there's your 1 to 2. At the minute, you're still not triggered in. So now that trade's void. So we can get rid of that trade. We've got another scenario here just forming. You've got a strong bullish candle closing above the 10 EMA. So your trigger's going to be here, but we need that bear candle first to close above the 10 EMA before we can even think about triggering an order here. And it's so mechanical. This trading is so mechanical. A lot of people will get it wrong because what they'll do is they'll enter too fast and end up getting stopped out instantly. Don't enter too fast and wait to see where these candles are forming and the way they're moving before you can even enter. It's pointless just entering straight away. So we're waiting now. We're waiting for these are live examples I'm actually doing at the minute. I'm not doing any replays. I will go back and do some replays shortly, but for now these are live examples and we're just going to go with the flow. I'm going to try to keep the video fairly short, but the triggers and the system is so simple. It's so simple. Your dog could probably do this system if you've got a dog, if you've got a cat, whichever. But this is so simple, this system. So we're watching at the minute. We've not entered because we've not had this close yet. We're waiting for this to close. I'm going to do a few examples on the daily as well and the 4 hourly. I'm going to try to keep the video fairly short, like I say, because I don't really want it to run too much. As you can see, we've not closed yet. We're just watching. Such a simple system. And I can go through a few different coins to show you how simple this system is. At the minute, we're just watching BTC. Remember, your target's still here and your stop is there. If you want to be more conservative now, you can move your stop to around here if you want. You don't have to, but you can if you want to. You're still in profit at the minute. Like I say, you want to take partials, you can take partials. That's not a problem. Because your partials there would have been a 1 to 4. You can take your partials, not a problem. Let me move that back down to where it originally was. I think it was about there. So now we've had the bear candle closing above. So if you were to get into a trade, not yet, your entry is a bull candle closing above that there. Your stops are going to be below there. You're going to be targeting out a 1 to 2. Also with this strategy, what you've got to watch for as well is, are we at strong support? Are we at strong resistance? Also looking at these as well. And what you've also got to be aware of, 90% of people, like in this trade here, would have already been stopped out because they'd have moved the stop loss to break even. Whereas I've not moved my stop loss to break even. I've left my stop loss in a good area where I think people are not going to be putting their stop loss. You want to be trying to do the opposite of what 90% are doing. Also, just another quick one with like your emotions in trading. Every time I take a trade, I'm aware of my emotions. Don't get me wrong, every time I take a trade, I think, yeah, I'm going to lose all my money. But I think that's with most people as well. But what you've also got to think of as well is be aware of that emotion, control the emotion, say, yeah, I'm aware of it, I understand the emotion, but I'm not going to allow my emotion to take over that trade. Because it's a mechanical system, it's such a simple mechanical system, you don't need to let your emotion take over. Because sometimes it will take over, your emotion will take over. But just be aware of it and say, yeah, I don't want you here right now. I'm concentrating on what I'm doing with my simple mechanical strategy. So let's see how that closes. If that closes above, then it will trigger us in. Right, looks like we've been triggered in here. Yeah, we've been triggered in. Let's watch how this trade plays out. So it's just mechanical. There's no emotion involved in it. Is you stop in the right place? Yeah, just below that area there. There's your stop. So like I say, on this one trade here, if you've taken your partials and you think it's moving sideways, you know, close the trade if you want. That's not a problem. Close it. If you think you've got enough here, which is a 1 to 4, close it. Your trade's done. Or you can keep it running. It's totally your choice. I'm just showing you a quick, simple mechanical strategy of how you can use this sort of thing in trading. It's so easy to use. Just watching. Like I say, I'm trying to keep this video fairly short. We're 14 minutes into it at the minute. I'm hoping that one of these trades can play out for you, just to see how mechanical it is. Like this trade's already played out. This is a decent trade. Like I say, you can close that trade if you want, because you are in a decent amount of profit. Let me see if I can get another chart up right quickly. Too much going on. Coin. Let's pick a random coin. Should we go with Ave? Let's go with Ave. On the daily, we're on Ave. Let's go into here, settings, scroll down, EMA. Let's put that as the 10 EMA. in yellow. Okay. Right, let's do it on the daily. Let's have a little look at the daily. Also, what I forgot to say is, with this, when you're taking the trade, you want the candles to be fairly close to the EMA. You don't want them to be miles and miles away. But if we can, we've got another example here where we've had a bull candle closing above, and then we've had a bear candle closing above. Your trigger would be here. You was triggered in, so we get another long position. Your trigger's above that there. Your stop's going to be below here, and you're going to target a 1.2, which you've easily made. But you can make it a little bit more. If you'd have been in that a little bit longer, that's a 382. But what you're going to be doing is you are going to be moving your stops up. Once it started to move off and played out a little bit, you can move your stops to around here. So say you move your stops to there. Nice and easy. Once it's played out, after about, your triggers there, 1, 2, 3, 3 candles, move your stops up. So you're in a load of profit here. It's took that trade to a 7.8. Fairly easy trade. And then it's moved on a little bit more. Now you can move your stops to break even. And now it's a risk-free trade. Say your original take profit was... I bet I'm not going to be able to move that now. No, it won't let me move it. But say your original profit, what I wanted to, which were around here, you've took that easily. And then you can follow it up. You can follow your stops up. Move your stops in at the same time, Say your original stop loss were down here. You've moved it to there after it's moved on a little bit once you've been triggered in here. And then you can move your stops up to into here. Then into there. Once it's played out a little bit more. Once it's done that move there, you can move your stops up into there. Nice and easy. And you're basically just trailing your stop all the way up manually. Such an easy strategy. So easy. Back into wave on the daily, using the 10 again. It's probably not the best scenario, but we can still use it. So let me just move my volume profile a minute. So we've got AVE. We've had, this is on Monday the 16th of September. So we've had it come down. We've had a bull candle close above the 10 EMA. Then we've had a bear candle close above the 10 EMA. Your trigger into this trade was above that there. So let's get the trigger. Your trigger's above that. You have been triggered in. Your stops, you want it really not where everybody else would have put them, which would have probably have been here, and you would have been stopped out. Your stops want to be a bit below here. You're targeting a 1.2. Oh, look at that. You've hit your 1.2. So the strategy is so simple. We've also got another example here. We've had a bear close below. This is today. We want to see how that closes. If that's a bull and it closes below, your trigger on this position will be below that. Your stop is going to be above that. You're going to be targeting your 1.2, which is going to be here. That's going to be your trade. Your trigger is there. You've not triggered in yet. That's not closed. It's so simple. And like I say, it works on most, every time frame. Not most, it works on every single time frame. And it's so mechanical. You literally, it's hard to lose on these sort of trades. It's so hard to lose. Don't get me wrong, you are going to have losing trades with this. You are going to have losing trades. I'm not saying it is the holy grail of trading, because it's not the holy grail of trading. There's nothing in trading that is the holy grail. But the system is so mechanical and so simple, you know, you can physically, if you practice and practice and practice, how can you go wrong with it? The more you're practicing, the more you're going to get. You know, it's like they say, the more you put in, the more you get out, which is true. So just have a look at this trading strategy that I've shown you. Give me some feedback in the comments. Let me know how you feel. I will do a little bit more in depth on this strategy, and then but I want some comments in, you know, in the comment section. Get some comments in there and let me know what you want me to look at, because I will look at anything that you want me to look at. But the more comments that you're putting in there, the more likes I'm getting, the more subscriptions I'm getting. You know, it's helping me, but it's also helping you, because like I've told you before, I'm not a bullshit trader. I want you to be successful. Most of these other idiots on YouTube and on Twitter, or as I would say, sausages, they're not interested if you win or lose. Most of them are using you as their exit liquidity, whereas I'm actively trading this every single day with you guys. I'm trying to help you guys as much as I possibly can. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Links in the description for CWP, for James's Baccarat indicators, Slim's trading bots, if you want to get involved in them. And that's it from me, guys. I will catch you in the next one. Happy trading. So like I was saying, I didn't want that video to go on too long, but that's the same live example that I was just showing you in the end of the video. Yeah, on that one you was stopped out, but if you did take partials, I did say that this was turning into a fairly strong support zone, 1, 2, 3, so you could have closed that trade there. And then you've got this trade here that did run for a 1 or 2. It was such a simple strategy that I showed you. You know, your entry were above that there. You got tagged into that entry, and on the 3-minute chart, once you've been tagged in, 1, 2, 3, it took 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 21 minutes, and you've took what you needed to take. I will catch you in the next one. Happy trading.